Hi there, my name is Chris Ammon. I'm your child's third period teacher for Inventions and Innovations, which is a semester-long class just for seventh graders. It's a technology education class, and so far I think we're having a pretty fun year. This is my second year at TJMS. Last year I was part-time. I only taught computer science and a class called computer applications while I was here, but I'm also licensed to teach technology education. So due to some popularity, we actually have this class is being taught in two different rooms at the same time. So Mr. Nolan is teaching it as well as me, and I think that's going to give us some cool opportunities to do some things together. So if your child may have told you, we're in kind of a tiny room. Now I do have my own my own 3D printers here. So we do have access to that, and we will have our own laptops and specific engineering software on our computers for us to use. But we don't necessarily have some other tools, like we don't have the wood shop connected to this classroom. We don't have the big laser engraver in this classroom or the big vinyl printer. But those are in Mr. Nolan's room, who's right down the hall from us. And because he's teaching this class also in third period, we're already planning multiple units where we work together and bring the students together. So we'll be doing some things about assembly lines, and some of our computer-aided design classes will be run together so we can use some of the resources that are in that classroom. So that's just a little quick overview of how this technology education class is going to go. Just as an example, last year this class wasn't taught at all, and now this year there's two sections of it. So it's pretty exciting that these career and technical education classes are taking off here at TJMS. Let me show you our Canvas website, which is where I post assignments and the kids turn in most of their assignments, unless it's something that they're building, which we're going to do a lot of in this class. And then we'll also look at our syllabus. So that's my screen recorder. This is Canvas, and this is available as an app on the iPad or on the computer. So your students should be able to share this with you if you're ever interested in looking at it. Our syllabus will be right here for you, and you can also read about this class as described by the state of Virginia. CTE stands for Career and Technical Education, and so this website lists some of the specific skills and tasks that they want students to be able to perform after they take this class. So here's a little bit about what we'll be doing. Let's jump to the syllabus so you can see more specifically. I'll zoom this in for you. So here's my contact information. Of course, when I'm in the building, I'm normally teaching, so phone is difficult. That's the main office number if you need to set an appointment or something like that, or if you just like to leave a message for me to call you back, I can certainly do that. Email is best. I check email multiple times a day. This quick description mentions that this is a career and technical education course. So as part of learning these job skills like engineering skills, design skills, things like that, the students also practice what we call workplace readiness skills. So in this class, we will be practicing how you interact with people when you're at work. Meaning we will practice having a good positive attitude. We will practice good interpersonal communication skills and things like that. And that's part of one of the things that Virginia mandates for us. These are the planned units of study we expect. Sometimes if things go faster or slower than we expect, we make a couple of changes, but these are the big picture things. I have some new robots on order that I'm very excited to break out with your students. Right now we're talking about just the general, what is an invention, what's an innovation, how are they different, what are some of the greatest inventions of all time. They're going to learn how to draw and print 3D objects, which is totally cool. And then we'll be doing some other engineering projects, very hands-on class. We build a lot, we prototype, we practice, we design. I tend to do a lot of, I record videos of my lessons, or if I have a tutorial or something like that, I make a video of it and make it available to the students to watch in class or at home. But for that reason, it would really be great if you could send your child to school with earbuds or headphones if they don't already do that. I do have some that I can give out to a student who doesn't have any available to them, but if you could get even just a cheap pair of earbuds, that would be great. Of course, they also need their iPad and a pen or a pencil. I keep a notebook for them in this classroom, so they won't have a notebook that they need to carry around. And because this class is so hands-on and the equipment is in this classroom, I really don't do homework. Maybe if there's a project or a writing assignment they need to complete at home, that's fine, but generally we won't have homework in this class. This just, you can open up the syllabus and look through here, the Arlington County grading scale, of course. These expectations, some of them are different than you might see in a regular classroom, only because we have so much equipment in here and a lot of computers in here. It's a crowded space. I need to make sure we keep the kids safe and we keep the equipment safe. So it's important that students take good care of the computers, they stay inside the Arlington firewall, and they only go to websites that are safe. They only go to websites that they need to go to for my class. And while I do let students have a drink of water, a bottle of water with them, or a snack if they need it, we need to keep food and drinks away from the computers so we don't damage the computers with an accidental spill. Item number 7 is a new school rule. Students will turn their phones off when the first bell rings, and they may not turn them back on again until after school. So that should be something that shouldn't be, that's not just for my class anymore, but there should be no phones really being used at all. They have their iPads, and if you need to get in touch with them, of course, you can just call the office. My last number 10, right, golden rule. I do that, and I expect the students to do that. We treat people the way we want to be treated. This class is fun, it's energetic, we're up, we're moving around, and so far I think everybody's getting along really well, and we're going to keep it that way. Their grades are in parent view, just like last year, but this year, instead of Google Classroom, their assignments are going to be in Canvas, and I think that's pretty much it. So I'm looking forward to a really fun semester. Hopefully your students excited too. We're going to build stuff and learn a bunch of stuff. If you have any questions for me, again, please email me. You can email me to set up a phone call, or you can call the school and set up a phone call. I leave here after about 1:45, and I head up to HB Woodlawn, where I teach one extra class up there. So after school, I'm not always here. But if you do need to get in touch with me or set up a meeting, I'm happy to do that. So I'm looking forward to a fun year. Thanks a lot.